Creators Taylor Sheridan and John Linson are the minds behind the neo-Western drama television series Yellowstone. In 8 episodes, Taylor Sheridan appears as Travis Wheatley, a cowboy. In the show, the Dutton family, owners of Montana's largest ranch, Yellowstone Dutton Ranch, also referred to as the Yellowstone, defends its holdings against frequent incursions by land developers, a Native American reservation, and the nation's first national park. The 5th season, which will air in 2 parts, was revealed to be the final one. The 5th season's first half debuted in November 2022, while the second half is scheduled to debut in November 2023. Matt McConaughey will feature in a follow-up series to Yellowstone. Everything you need to know about Yellowstone's cast and characters is provided here. Kevin Costner as John Dutton LLL. In the film, Kevin Costner plays John Dutton LL, a loving father and 6th-generation homesteader who oversees the biggest contiguous ranch in the country. In the series, Josh Lucas plays a young John Dutton. John Dutton was blessed with 3 sons and 1 daughter from his marriage to Evelyn, who is buried on the Yellowstone Ranch. John works in a corrupt society where powerful oil and lumber companies influence politicians. He was advised by his father, John Dutton LL, to never, ever give up the ranch to anyone before he passed away from cancer. As John Dutton in the Yellowstone series, Kevin Costner was nominated for a Screen Actors Guild Award and won a Golden Globe. Along with these roles, Costner is well known from Dances with Wolves, The Guardian, Hidden Figures, The Bodyguard, and The Highwayman. Kelly Riley as Beth Dutton. Bethany Beth Dutton Wheeler, played by Kelly Riley, is the fiercely devoted daughter of John and Evelyn Dutton. The cunning businesswoman will stop at nothing to preserve her family's property and name. After her mother was hurt in an accident while riding a horse and died as a result, Beth has been living with the guilt and believes she is to blame. Jamie helps Beth with an unexpected pregnancy later in her adolescence, but their strained relationship is shaped by Jamie's assistance. Kelly Riley, who starred in After Miss Julie and was nominated for a Laurence Olivier Award, is also well known for her parts in Pride and Prejudice, Eden Lake, Flight, Sherlock Holmes, and Calvary. Cole Hauser as Rip Wheeler. The longtime ranch supervisor of the Dutton family ranch and husband of Beth Dutton, Rip Wheeler, is portrayed on screen by Cole Hauser. Rip is prepared to comply with any request from the Duttons since he views them as family. Rip is discovered hiding in a barn, covered in cuts and blood, as an orphan. John Dutton chooses to take Rip in as a farmhand after finding that he killed his violent stepfather after he ruthlessly murdered the rest of the family. Cole Hauser's most well-known parts are from the films Too Fast, Too Furious, Good Will Hunting, Dazed and Confused, and School Ties. Luke Grimes as Case Dutton. Case Dutton is the son of John and Evelyn Dutton, portrayed by Luke Grimes. The connection between John and Case is difficult and complex, and John starts to regret their emotional separation. As a Navy SEAL in the U.S. Navy, Case had to perform unimaginable things to defend himself while on a mission in Pakistan. Case, his wife Monica, and their son Tate resided on the Broken Rock Reservation after Case returned from his mission. When Case, Monica, and Tate go to the Yellowstone Ranch later in the show, John names Case the new ranch foreman, which strains relations between Case and Rip. Renowned for his role in the family drama Brothers and Sisters, Luke Grimes played Ryan Lafferty. Grimes is also well known from her parts in the films Taken 2, 50 Shades of Grey, True Blood, and American Sniper. Wes Bentley as Jamie Dutton. As Jamie Dutton, the adoptive son of John and Evelyn Dutton, and the family's bad boy, Wes Bentley plays him. Jamie's relationships with Beth and John are complicated. Jamie had made a choice that would impact Beth for the rest of her life when they were youngsters. Jamie confronts Garrett Randall, his birth father, who served almost 30 years in prison for killing his wife, Jamie's biological mother, after learning he was adopted. Garrett says that in order to offer Jamie a better life free of drugs, he killed Jamie's mother. Wes Bentley, who was nominated for a BAFTA Award for Supporting Actor, is most recognized for his role as Ricky Fitz in the film American Beauty. Bentley's roles in Hotel, American Horror Story, The Hunger Games, and Interstellar are also well known. Kelsey Aspill as Monica Dutton. As Monica Dutton, a Native American who has lived on the Broken Rock Indian Reservation her entire life, Kelsey Aspill plays the role. The pair finds themselves in a challenging situation as a result of Monica's marriage to Case Dutton between the Native Americans of Broken Rock Indian Reservation and Yellowstone Ranch. After serving as a teacher in a middle school, Monica accepted a position at Montana State University. A severe brain injury befalls Monica after she tries to break up a fight at school. Later, while residing on the ranch, Monica becomes more concerned for Tate's safety after seeing Beth's attack and discovering the consequences of working for the Dutton family business. For her part in the Disney XD series Pair of Kings, Kelsey Aspill is well known. In addition, Aspill had recurring parts in the TV shows Teen Wolf, Fargo, and One Tree Hill. Breckin Merrill as Tate Dutton. John's grandson Tate Dutton is portrayed by Breckin Merrill. He is the son of Monica and Case Dutton. Tate grew up on an Indian reservation and is the youngest member of the Dutton family. Tate experiences more trauma than other characters in the series, including being kidnapped, killing a grown man to save himself, and losing his little brother. Yellowstone gave Breckin Merrill his big break as Tate Dutton. Merrill's parts in Lifeline and This Is Us are also well known. Gil Birmingham as Thomas Rainwater. Tribal Chairman Thomas Rainwater, a wealthy casino magnate and the leader of the Broken Rock Reservation, is portrayed by Gil Birmingham. Owner of the Painted Horse Casino, Rainwater wants to take over the Yellowstone Dutton Ranch and recover the land his forefathers lost. Gil Birmingham gained notoriety for playing Billy Black in the Twilight series. Birmingham's parts in Hell or High Water, House of Cards, Animal Kingdom, and Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt are also well known. Jefferson White as Jimmy Herdstrom. Jimmy Herdstrom, played by Jefferson White, was a professional burglar who once supplied 2 drug dealers with drugs. Jimmy is thrust into the world of cowboys, horses, and cattle as he works as a ranch hand at Yellowstone Ranch. Jimmy develops a passion for rodeo while learning the ins and outs of working on the ranch, but, after suffering serious injuries in a competition, John forces Jimmy to promise that he won't be participating in rodeo again. Jimmy is taken to another ranch with Travis Wheatley to learn how to be a cowboy after breaking his pledge to John. After making his TV debut on The Americans, Jefferson White went on to feature in Law & Order, Special Victims Unit, Elementary, How to Get Away with Murder, Blue Bloods, and Elementary. Forie J. Smith as Lloyd Pierce. The oldest and wisest ranch handler on the Yellowstone Dutton Ranch, Lloyd Pierce, is portrayed by Forie J. Smith. Lloyd was granted a second chance at life to work on the Dutton Ranch and was branded on his breast as a reminder because he is one of the branded men. Forrest Wilder, the son of Forie J. Smith, plays a young Lloyd in the Yellowstone television series. Real-life cowboy and stuntman Forie J. Smith started participating in rodeos at the age of 8. Smith gained notoriety for his parts in Rambo LL, Hell or High Water, and Two Guns. Denim Richards as Colby Mayfield. Colby Mayfield, a ranch hand drawn into the perilous drama surrounding the Dutton Ranch, is portrayed by Denim Richards. Teeter has a soft spot for Colby and flirts with him regularly. At first, Colby is dubious of Teeter's love approaches. After Colby and Teeter go skinny swimming in Season 3, Wade Morrow and his guys attack them. After surviving the attack, Teeter and Colby become close through their shared experience and exchange passionate kisses. Moreover, Denim Richards starred in the Netflix movies Chickasaw Rancher and Good Trouble. Jennifer Landon as Teeter. Teeter is a Texan ranch worker whom Rip hires, and Jennifer Landon plays her. Teeter, who is perceived as one of the guys, fights, spits, and swears. Following a vicious attack by Wade Morrow and his men on her in Colby, the ranch hands track down the Morrows and exact their retribution. Teeter has to take the brand herself after seeing the execution. Teeter eventually loses her job when John chooses to fire all of the ranch staff because the women's presence is inciting men to use violence. Teeter walks up to John and Rip and begs to be given her work back, pointing out that she wears the Yellowstone brand and that she frequently contributes more to the ranch than the men do. John appoints Teeter as a ranch worker once more. Jennifer Landon is the half-sister of screenwriter Christopher B. Landon and filmmaker Michael Landon Jr. She is the daughter of actor Michael Landon. With 3 consecutive Daytime Emmy Awards for Outstanding Younger Actress in a Drama Series, Landon was honored for her role as Gwen Norbeck Munson in the soap opera As the World Turns. Ryan Bingham as Walker. Ryan Bingham portrays Walker, a prospective country singer and cowboy who gets employed as a ranch hand on the Yellowstone after Rip Wheeler finds out he has a criminal record. To demonstrate that he is sincere about the second chance he was given, Walker gets branded with the Yellowstone brand. Later on, Walker and Lloyd fall out, primarily because they both like Laramie. In the end, Lloyd breaks Walker's guitar. There is more than just a gulf between Walker and Lloyd. In an attempt to get closer to Beth, Walker and Rip get into a fight. Later on, Walker also helps Beth overcome her dread of mounting a horse once more. Multi-genre musician Ryan Bingham is also an actor, singer, composer, and guitarist. In addition, Bingham is well known from his parts in Joe, Hostiles, and Crazy Heart. Danny Houston as Dan Jenkins. Danny Houston plays Paradise Valley land developer Dan Jenkins, who wants to demolish the Dutton family and construct a casino close to Yellowstone Dutton Ranch. In an attempt to retake Yellowstone Ranch and make money off of it, Dan teams up with Thomas Rainwater to plot against the Dutton family. One of the main antagonists, Jenkins, is later killed by a hitman hired by a competing company. Danny Houston, who afterwards won the Golden Satellite Award for Best Supporting Actor for his role in The Constant Gardener, was nominated for an Independent Spirit Award for Best Male Lead for his film Ivan's XTC. In addition, Houston directed the motion pictures The Maddening, Mr. North, and The Last Photograph. Finn Little as Carter. Carter, played by Finn Little, is a young child whose upbringing is similar to that of Rip Wheeler. Meeting outside of a hospital, Carter and Beth become friends via shared experiences. Carter immediately wins Beth over, and the two of them stay at the hospital as his father dies. Because Carter frequently commits small-time offenses, Sheriff Donnie Haskell ends up placing Carter under arrest for a misdemeanor. Carter claims that Beth is his guardian to the sheriff in an effort to get her to assist him. Following Beth's decision to assist him, Carter comes to regard Rip and Beth as his adopted parents. Ian Bowen as Ryan. Ryan is portrayed by Ian Bowen as a livestock agent for the Montana Livestock Association and a worker for John Dutton at the Yellowstone Ranch. Ryan is branded in Season 3 after his devotion helps him gain acceptance at the Dutton Ranch. Ian Bowen's most well-known character is Peter Hale from Teen Wolf on MTV. Bowen has also acted in films including Young Hercules, Wind River, Mad Men, and Little Women. Wendy Moniz as Linnell Perry. As Governor Linnell Perry, a former congresswoman and John Dutton's romantic interest, Wendy Moniz plays the lead role. In Season 5, Linnell took on the role of senator from Montana after serving as governor for a considerable amount of time, with John Dutton replacing her. The romance between Linnell and John starts to wane when Summer Higgins, Piper Perebo, enters his life. TV actress Wendy Moniz is well known for playing Dinah Marler in the Guiding Light soap series on CBS. In addition, Moniz starred in episodes of Betrayal, The Guardian, Nash Bridges, and House of Cards on television. Piper Perebo as Summer Higgins. Summer Higgins, played by Piper Perebo, is a Portland-born, art and environmentalist who is John's romantic interest and the head of the Free Earth Organization, which seeks to end industrialized farming in Montana. Summer's parents taught her that eating meat and other animal products is wrong, which is why she became a vegan. Summer objects to Montana's practice of animal slaughter, and she is subsequently taken into custody for her actions at the site of the proposed airport. Thanks to the pardon granted by newly elected Governor Tate Dutton during his first week in office, Summer is freed from prison after serving his sentence. In the comedy drama Coyote Ugly, Piper Perebo makes her acting debut as aspiring songwriter Violet Sanford. In addition, Piper is well known from her parts in Angel Has Fallen, The Prestige, and Covert Affairs. Moses brings plenty as M.O. Moses brings plenty of stars in the role of M.O., Thomas Rainwater's enforcer and driver who also happens to be a tribal police officer. When M.O. was younger, his mother was murdered by a bunch of men when she got trapped on the road and ran out of petrol. Meanwhile, M.O. spent 3 days alone in his car seat before anyone discovered him. Brings Plenty, an Oglala Lakota warrior who participated in the Battle of Little Big Horn, is the direct ancestor of Moses Brings Plenty. He was given the traditional name Tasuenkawaspapa when he was a little child. It means catches his horse. Moses has appeared in 3 movies as a guest: Pirates of the Caribbean, Thunderheart, and Hidalgo. Dave Annable as Lee Dutton. Lee Dutton, the eldest child of John and Evelyn Dutton, is portrayed by Dave Annable. As John's right-hand man, Lee was deeply involved in the Yellowstone Dutton Ranch activities throughout his whole life. In the first scene of the season, Monica's brother shoots Lee while trying to find the stolen livestock. Dave Annable debuted as an actor in an episode of the crime drama Third Watch on NBC. Annable has more appearances in Heartbeat, 666, Park Avenue, Special Ops, Lioness, Brothers and Sisters, and Heartbeat.